And I can't shake the gut feeling that there was a rage quit involved. Okay, team selection. Team selection. I don't know why I have a Beedrill, sir. Megastones are not allowed in this Wait, are Megastones allowed in this competition? I could have sworn they weren't. But I also thought this was a doubles competition when I locked my team. Okay, Whimsicott does not do well against Garchomp because of Poison Stab. Since I have that knowledge now, I think my Olic would actually be a decent lead. Thankfully I don't have any priority moves, so I don't have to worry about Tapu Lele. Tapu Lele might actually put in some work against... Umbreon might put in some work here. I gotta make sure I got the rest of my team set first. I'm bringing Raichu for Gyarados. I also have Focus Blast if needed. And do I want to bring Umbreon? I think the two Pokemon I selected covered the team pretty well, so Umbreon will definitely be useful for the Tapu Koko, which I think is the one thing that my other two Pokemon don't cover. And just in case my opponent wants to get cheeky, because I do have the taunt just for Tapu Lele situations. I don't know. I guess I fought so many Tapu Togos I fought otherwise. Oh, what do you know? It's leading with the Tapu Lele. I mean, this is kind of what you do with a Tapu. You lead with it, set up. I don't know why I fought otherwise and didn't lead with my Umbreon. Cause Garchomp. Oh, right. It's part Fairy Umbreon isn't a good counter to a Tapu. Still, you know, I'm just gonna protect and see if I can stall out turn. I'm just gonna see if I can stall out a turn. Yeah, Thunderbolt, that's very good knowledge to know. I might go for a Thunderbolt again. It's a Tapu Lele though, but it's not stab. I'm just afraid of taking too much damage too early on. Especially since my Umbreon isn't gonna do good against Tapu after all. But my Olic is probably... My Olic has special defense investment. How well can it take... YOLO, let's see how well it can take a Thunderbolt. Because otherwise I'm just taking unnecessary damage on my Raichu. That actually soaked it up rather nicely. Oh, I was hoping for the burn. I really didn't need it, but I was hoping. Okay. You know what? Let's play the stall games. It's gonna Thunderbolt again. I'll heal up. And we're just gonna waste turns of the Psychic Terrain. I can live with that. I was hoping to have more health going into things. You know what? Maybe I should... I can either protect here, swap right into the Raichu. Man, do I got options. I almost want to get a little more damage off, just to ensure I can 1-KO it. But he could have the Raichu in the back and beefs, trying to whittle down my Metallic to save it. I'm thinking too much. I gotta feel more. And I'm feeling this. If I can get rid of the Tapu Lele, it's actually be good for me to have the Psychic Terrain. I just can't make up my mind of what I want more. Alright. You know what? No, I was tempted to go for the Volt Switch, but it could just... It's probably gonna go for Moonblast, which wouldn't make a good switch into my Umbreon. But I'm afraid I won't take it out with the Thunderbolt. What's my power difference? 90... 70. Oh, I can't take that back now. He's probably gonna go into the Kartana. So one, he doesn't have the guard jump because otherwise he would have swapped it in instead of that, especially since this is not an assault vested Kartana. Two, I can easily go for another Thunderbolt. Or I could Volt Switch, predicting the switch. Yeah, let's do that. Because that did way over half, so Volt Switch should finish up the job. Yep. Now, the question is, do I want to bring my Maiolic in here? Or do I want to take advantage of... Well, I gotta switch in first, so there's no point bringing my Umbreon, because that's just gonna bait out the Tapu Lele. But on the other hand, I don't see my Umbreon doing much good here, so... Ah, shoot. And I saw from before that Maiolic actually matches up pretty well with Tapu Lele. Now I'm just gonna send an Umbreon and see what he does. But there's no way he's not gonna send out the Tapu Lele. If he doesn't though, that at least tells me that he doesn't have the Moonblast. Yeah, this totally has the Moonblast. Do I still have... I don't have Protect on my Umbreon. No, I'm gonna get one shot at... I mean, my Umbreon is especially defensive, so maybe. But likely not. Do I want to pay back? I don't want to go for Taunt because it seems to not really have any supportive moves. I'm gonna go for Toxic. I got this feeling in my gut that tells me I can take one hit. No more, no less is a good call. And I get the Toxic off. So, Thunderbolt, Psychic I believe it is. Psychic is pretty much given. And Moonblast. I don't know what the fourth move is. And I kind of want to go for Moonlight on the off chance I do somehow live. But I also want to... I already said myself in this video that Umbreon's not going to be doing much good against anything besides Tapu Lele. And it turns out not to do any good against the Tapu Lele. So I pretty much am just wasting my more viable Pokemon if I don't let my Umbreon go down. I will get a little toxic damage off, which is nice because this definitely puts me in range to take out the Tapu Lele with my Raichu. Or my Maiolic. We'll be picky. Though I forget what his last Pokemon is. What's faster? Well, let's hope I outspeed a Tapu Lele. I'm speed invested, so I should, but I get this weird feeling in my gut that things aren't gonna work out. Let's go for the safe Thunderbolt. I'm not worried about taking it out. Yeah, Tapu Lele outspeeds me. I should have gone into Maiolic. This is bad. I mean, hey, you know, actually, this is gonna be really corny, but I think I'm just gonna stall it out. It's the least I can do to make up for my mistake of saying Raichu instead of Maiolic right away. It's gonna go for Thunderbolt. It's gonna do a pretty good chunk of damage. I'm gonna recover, or I could go for Moonblast. At least this way I get to full HP and it comes down to his last Pokemon, which is really scary because I don't know what the last Pokemon is. It might actually be good to have to Protect. So I was originally going to go for the Protect, but I think I'm just going to recover again. I need to have as much health as I can for this last Pokemon. I'm surprised my opponent's given up using Thunderbolt. Especially, I thought it might be possible that Moonblast or Psychic would do more. Heck, I'm pretty sure Psychic would do more between Stab and the terrain, but maybe it doesn't have Psychic. I feel like it would have used Psychic at some point if it had to move in this arsenal. Wait, did I not get a chance to recover? Oh no, that happened. My recover happened after the psychic. Oh yes. Wait, I mean, this is not a good matchup, but I'm glad I have competitive. No, hold on. I gotta do some math here. Ice Beam, Scald. Ice Beam is more powerful, so I don't have Stab. But Sub-Zero Slammer, I'm pretty sure does more. It's not like I have any other Pokemon to use it. Ding! Oh, that was a crit. And Life Orb. I can hope. I can hope that it won't knock me out next turn, because I'm not confident that even with all this power on my side that I can 1-KO a Gyarados. But this will definitely help. I was really hoping that I won't 1-KO. Well, I mean, if Crunch does enough to knock me out, I lose. If Crunch doesn't do enough to knock me out, I win. So there's no point in recovering. I'm gonna just go for Ice Beam. Oh, I had a glimmer of hope. That was a good match, though. I don't know why I was hoping for Life Orb to like, knock it out. I'm pretty sure it would still win in that case. Man, good match though, man. I feel like I could have won if I didn't waste my Raichu like that, but that is my fault and my responsibility, and I will own up to it. There. Team selection. Then we can talk. Tapu Lele or Garchomp lead? I'll be honest, I'm not confident with my team selection. But I got my Marowak in the back for the vase. Leave Doug Trio in case the Tapu comes into play, because if it comes into play, it'll likely come as a lead. And I got my Elec for Garchomp and a few other Pokemon there. Let's see how this works. Now, normally this would be a perfect example of a battle I don't want to put you guys through. But then this happens. Do I get... I mean, if I had any sort of confidence that my Doug Trio would be able to outspeed a Garchomp, I could go for Earthquake and... Or I could even go for my Z move and have hope of winning, but... I mean, beating this Garchomp, I'm pretty sure I've lost the battle at this point. But if I can't win, or I can't outspeed, then I can at least go for Sucker Punch and get... You know what? Sucker Punch isn't going to take it out. Let's go for Broke. What? No, it's going to happen again. Why can you just go for the Earthquake, Garchomp? Why? You know you had no... You know you would win. Why did you do that? Why? The space broom is gonna sweep me away, and it wasn't even necessary. Let's get battle number 2. Note, after this competition, Google everything that counters Garchomp, because what I have is clearly not good enough. And on the bright side, I don't got any Garchomps to worry about. In case I did manage to cut out the last thing I said, I think I am gonna just wrap it up for recording for the night after this, because unlike the last online competition, I was at least more prepared in the fact that I got a head start and started recording these on Friday instead of Saturday, possibly on Sunday. The good thing about this team is that Alolan Dugtrio pretty much has something for every Pokemon. It is water, so I do have a bit of concern leaving it in, especially when I need it for more prominent threats. But on the other hand, I don't want to waste my Raichu's HP. But I feel like I'm not going to be doing much against Milotic, or my Milotic won't be doing much against it. Still, we could scald it until it gets burned, worst case scenario. I can't see it doing much to me, but I can't see doing much to it, but I can't see it doing much to me. I was hoping to at least burn out its first impression, but then again, it's a Dugtrio. What good would come out of using first impression on a Dugtrio? Perhaps using Gossipod though. I am hoping to use it a little more. Isn't this thing rock poison? And you swapped into... Yeah, you swapped your rock type into a water type. I'm not one to talk, but I am gonna point that out. That does give me the impression that you got something up your sleeve for this. Like a grass knot. Don't be fat. Dang it, Milotic, you're gonna have to hit the gym. You're way too fat. I should have gone for the recover. I knew that it had something up his sleeve, and now I don't know if I can just heal it off. I feel like my Milotic is taking too much damage, but I don't want to waste any of my other Pokemon. Milotic was in the third slot, right? I think it was the third one I chose, so it's the least useful to have? I'm gonna go for a cover anyways, because if I live, I would have gotten health off him. I mean, sure, I'm letting it get a speed boost, or I'm letting it get a beast boost, but Raichu's gonna come out here. We're gonna do some work, clean up this mess, sweep up all the dust, not worry about any of this anymore. If I get 2 Pokemon down, I will be content with losing my Milotic. Come on, right now, send out the Glossopod. There we go. You know, actually, oh shoot, you know, it's got the first impression, this bug. I can't just Volt Switch out of here. Raichu is decently good taking hits. Or, I mean, Dugtrio is decently good at taking hits that resist, I've noticed from the past. Especially when it doesn't have a bad nature. Ooh, we're living, folks. That was a crit. My Dugtrio is practically useless at this point, so I do gotta go for the Stone Edge. That really sucks. And it's got the Sucker Punch. Of course it has a Sucker Punch. I really felt like I wasted things there. On the bright side, I can't use first impression until it switches out. Do I want to use my Z power right here and now? You know what, let's do it. I want to save it for the last Pokemon, because I feel like Thunderbolt will be plenty. At the same time though, I don't know if I'll be able to, I don't know if there will be a next time. So I don't care that this resists. I'm glad I got it off. I'm glad I actually didn't waste it on the Gossipod. I'm gonna get free paralyzation off on this. And judging from how much Thunderbolt did to the last katana, this might actually knock it out. That would be pretty awesome. Oh no, you know though, it's got the first impression. It's gonna have first impression again because it swapped out. Good game. I'm not... I can hope, but I really wish I had Protect just for this situation. But all I can do is Thunderbolt and hope that I don't die from a super effective first impression, which I get the feeling I will. There, yep, good game. Now, the question is, do I suck? Or is it just my team not being prepared as good as it could be? That may have been an obvious play, but I still gotta applaud it. Switching out the Gossipod there so I could save his first impression. I can't be salty about that. I would have done that if I was in his shoes. I'm just feeling a little disappointed that I told myself that this time will be different. This time I won't suck. And I think I might actually be sucking a little more than last time. Now I'm going to learn from past mistakes. And that is to have something that I can switch away my frail Pokemon from, because I feel like that's a big problem with my team. But I'm getting distracted here. I'm gonna feel like I'm gonna regret not having... I feel like I'm gonna regret having Umbreon in the third slot, but I just get the gut feeling that it might be nice to have. Well, you know what they say about my gut. Always trust your gut, unless it's mine. Now, this would have been totally nice to lead off with the Alolan Raichu. I'm tempted to try to make this work though. I do have Iron Head in this Doug Trio. And if I swap, it'll probably get Shell Smash off. Now, since it's super obvious... Oh, right. Iron Head is neutral because of water typing. Stone Edge is not. Let's go for it. Let's predict this Shell Smash and get this Cloyster out of the picture. And not lose my Doug Trio turn 1. Oh boy. She's sinking. She's sinking, and I don't like that. I'm going first. Let's see how much this does. Barely half because there's a defensive wall. Toxic Spikes. Well played. I mean, let me take a look at my team. Hey, you know, Umbreon, if I send in, maybe it was a good idea if they had Umbreon, because maybe they'll do, the shelter will do Umbreon's work for it. Do I go for the Stone Edge, or do I go for the Stab Iron Head? It's inaccurate, and I've been really lucky with it so far. You know what, since I'm faster, let's go for the flinch. I said it, but I didn't actually mean it. I'm glad it worked since it didn't actually do as much damage as I thought. It's better than missing my Stone Edge. I'm sorry. I swear I didn't plan that. I swear I didn't make a sacrifice to the RNG goddess for that to happen. Hello there, Dragonite. It seems like a lot of people have shiny Dragonites lately. Okay. I got the lead. I mean, I don't I actually don't have a good type advantage for this Dragonite. I don't even recall Dragonite in her move team pool, which is stupid of me. I should have totally seen the Dragonite and brought a proper countermeasure. But no, this Dragonite's gonna set up. On the bright side, it's probably the Marvel Scale set. You know, I should have gone for... Stop me here, but I should have gone for the Iron Head, take care of the Marvel Scale, get the flinch because of my luck. Because there's no way I'm outspeeding this Dragonite now yet, and it's gonna Earthquake me to death. You know, oh shoot, I am a total idiot. I should have swapped into my Umbreon, like I'm gonna do now. Get poisoned, pass the poison to the Dragonite, and have my Dugtrio for later on in the match. At least I can get 2 of those 3. Wait. I have Synchronize. You're telling me that if you have Entry Hazard, you don't pass it to the Pokemon? Well, Fruit. I really should have just sacked it off. But better late than... Well, at least I can get Toxic Poison instead of just regular Poison off on this Dragonite. And if you want to switch, go right ahead, I dare ya. I am not afraid of your Dragon Claw. Okay, I'm a little afraid of your Dragon Claw. That just feels... I feel so bad because I cannot get my... I cannot Moonlight that. And you have the Lumberry just to rub it in. Whew. I mean, I'm going for Moonlight. I actually would rather have the Umbreon get taken out though, because if I don't get taken out, that means it's going for a Dragon Dance. And at that point, I can kiss my hide goodbye. Honestly though, I'm not feeling too good about this. Mostly because I'm not confident that I'm gonna outspeed a Dragonite. Because if I was, I could just Psychic it. But that Dragon Dance, man. I actually have a Dragonite. Funny enough, a shiny Dragonite that I got in a trade a long time ago, past generation and all. I'm seeing people pull off Dragonite so well, I might actually use it myself. I was concerned about using a Dragonite just because Dragons got nerfed. It doesn't really work as a resistor like it used to since the Fairy type was introduced, and Dragon is pretty much only super effective against Dragon. Alright, it's got Earthquake. And I'm gonna have to experiment around with Dragonite a bit. I'm definitely gonna wrap it up here though, because that first episode went way too long. And maybe I'll have better luck with a fresh state of mind, because it's 11 p.m. Not to John. I totally blame myself, not my state of awareness for my losses there. But it would be nice to just go to bed, and if I'm still feeling up to doing this, just go into a fresh start. Be easier to have a positive outlook and make more entertaining content when I'm not on a losing streak. Until the next time though, I have been Jackie K. If you somehow enjoyed me constantly losing on online competitions, be sure to like the video. If you didn't, feel free to comment about it. And check out my other battle videos, because I swear, on the non-online competitions, I do a lot better than my online competition videos. I'll see you all for next one if you decide to stick around though. Take care.